We're here at the APM 2012 conference with the title, The Art of the Possible. And I think that's a good start. We've had some great talks about things that could be possible through best practice and good practice project management. But as a risk specialist, I think the art of the possible is just beginning to scratch the surface of what we should be thinking about in the world of project management and more widely in the world of business. Because of course there are many possibilities if we look into the future. If we think of the art of the possible and try to count the possible futures that lie ahead of us, there must be an infinite number. So project management can't just be the art of the possible. We need to try and make that possible manageable in some way. And I think this is where risk management can help us. Speaking as a risk specialist, the first thing we need to do is to distinguish between all of the possible futures and to understand which of those are probable futures. And to do that, we need to do some kind of risk assessment where we're evaluating the possibilities that lie ahead of us and trying to work out which ones are more likely, which ones are remote possibilities that we can discount, and which ones are more probable that we need to consider. So the first step in understanding the art of the possible for me as a risk specialist is to define or refine the number of possible futures to define which of those are probable futures. But there's another step if we're going to be achieving our goals through projects and programs and through business, and that is to understand not just the possible futures and the probable futures, but to define our preferred future. There may be a number of preferable futures, which are the things that we would like to see in the future through our projects and our programs and our business. And the role of risk management is to move from the probable futures to our preferable futures, or at least one of them. So risk assessment can take us from the multiplicity of possible futures to a subset of probable futures, and then risk management takes us from those probable futures to create a preferable future. And to me, that's how risk management can help us through projects and programs to achieve our goals and our objectives, going from possible through probable to preferable.